Welcome back one and all to Trails of Cold Steel 3. I am the Dark Syrup. I just tried to do all the summary stuff. It's not gonna happen. That is way too much talking. It was just gonna be me rambling for an hour like an idiot. You're Class 7 and Miss Tita Russell? Yes. Is this Governor Regnitz and Chairman Arena's room? Yes, they're expecting you. Go in.
Welcome! Sorry to call for you like this. I'm sure you're busy with security matters.
Not really.
No, it's fine. I'm glad for the chance to talk. It's good to see you again, Governor Regnitz and Chairman Arena. I see Sharon is with you too.
Thanks to you, I was able to promptly meet with the chairman. I'm glad to see you all were able to safely complete your duties for the day.
I've heard about what you've been doing for your special ops missions. Thank you for your assistance. So you're the new Class 7? And you are Professor Erica's daughter?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You know my mother?
I met her when I went to Libero with my father many years ago. We still keep in touch, even if she spends most of her letters gushing about you.
Mother. Nice to see you again, Governor Regnitz.
I believe the last time was at Corel Imperial Villa. But now you're one of Reen's students? This sure is an interesting class. I heard you met with Machias and Elisa earlier?
Yeah, thankfully. Elisa delivered Orbital bikes and new equipment for the Dareflinger.
I see. Here, have a seat. Sharon, some tea for our guests.
Certainly.
The new Empire's 8th Metropolis plan? Yes, currently Ortis, Bereahard, Ruhr, St. Arc, and Heimdall are the 5 biggest cities in the Empire. We plan to add Jirai to the northwest, Halask in the north, and Crossbell City to them to create a whole new empire. There will be a speech explaining the particulars tomorrow when Crossbell's provincial legislation is assembled. That's what they're planning? Could you give us a quick overview? There are a few elements to it, but the most notable is the new tax plan. Currently, Erebonian tax rates differ by region. Under the new plan, all 8 cities would have the same tax laws and rates as Heimdall. That's good, right? I've heard Crossbell taxes have been high ever since annexation. Yes, different tax rates are a hassle when doing business across regions. The ultimate plan is to have a single tax rate for the Imperial Empire. Oh my god. Just like Libero, for example. Oh my god, that hurt. Shouldn't have done that. It's something I'm trying to pop. That's right. Taxes are pretty much the same wherever you go in Libero. Seems logical. But it's going to be a big change for the nobles who live off their provincial taxes. I have no doubt there will be many obstacles going forward. But we have to discuss those at the provincial legislature tomorrow. Just so you know, Crossbow will benefit greatly from having the same tax rates. Really? Excuse me, but You'll be talking with Speaker McDowell about this, right? That was the plan, but it may not be that easy. Apparently, he won't be at the dinner tonight, and I'm concerned about him. I wonder if he's ill. It is worrying. I haven't heard anything about him either. I'm sure he has much to think on, though. Chancellor Osborne and Governor General Rufus, more for one. We all have our respective reasons for coming here. I was originally planning on coming here on my own, separately from the inspection team. I'm sure the same could be said for that prince and princess. So all this, including the visit from the Pantagruel, is the doing of the Imperial government and the Governor General. Which means our field exercises being in Crossbell were also even the railway cannons being deployed here. So you saw them. Dragonov-class railway cannons. They are the main reasons for visiting was to oversee their deployment. Why? Chairman Arena, would you be kind enough to explain this? Just what are those things capable of? Well, pretty much this last one's long-range artillery. I'll tell you what I can announce publicly. They're the official successor to the ones installed at Gorelia. I can't go into specifics, but suffice to say that they can maintain the firepower of the old models while drastically increasing their mobility. By making use of detour rails, they can be used at any point along the railways. They can even be moved alongside the Transcontinental Railroad, for example. Weapons of mass destruction, comparable to the ones at Gorelia Fortress. I haven't seen them in person, but reportedly they're capable of destroying large cities within populations of 100,000 in less than 2 hours. Why would you bring such a thing to Crossbell? Why was never a concern. I was tasked by the Imperial Army to make them, so I did. The advisor at your school, Professor Smith, helped as well. What? Sorry to have betrayed your expectations. Both the chairman and I are involved with the establishment of the original Class 7. One of the reasons why we wanted to meet you here today is that we wanted you to be aware of the bright future and the cruel present between the Empire and Crossbell. Well, considering the fact that Calvard wants Crossbell for themselves, it wouldn't be out of line. It would be a nice big deterrent when you have a cannon that can strike anywhere in the continent and level a city. It's the definition of fuck around and find out. I can see a practical use for long-range artillery. Yuna, are you alright? I just can't stay calm about this. But I know those two told us all without hiding anything. So I'll accept what they said for now. Agreed. I have my own concerns about this plan of theirs.
Reem! Welcome, all of you.
Elise, Princess Alphen, good to see you both.
Yes, likewise. If I recall correctly,
We haven't seen each other since the end of last year. And Elise... Oh, Elise? It's nothing. Good to see you again, Rean.
Yeah, it's been too long. I heard you became student council president. Is that going well?
Oh, absolutely. Her popularity with the younger students has simply skyrocketed. Everyone there relies on her all the time. Perhaps tonight, she can rely on her dearest brother to comfort her? Your Highness!
I'm glad to see you two are as close as ever.
So these are the princess and Instructor Rain's little sister. Both of them are so gorgeous. It's like they stepped right out of a dream.
Aha! Welcome, young Rain.
And there's trouble.
Prince Olivert. It's been a while since I've seen you, too.
Indeed, over a year? Far too long by my reckoning. Late though it may be, I'd like to congratulate you on graduating. I'd also like to thank you for lending your aid to the branch campus.
I'm not worthy of those words. You've done a lot for me too, Your Highness. You and Toval. Let me thank you on behalf of all my classmates who aren't here today.
Oh, that little parlor trick I did for you? Think nothing of it.
I guess the old Class 7 has a lot going on. He's pretty charismatic. Just what I'd expect from a prince.
I'd hesitate to call him a typical prince.
He's a little eccentric.
So we have the new Class 7 and my very own little comrade in arms. It's good to see you again, Kurt. But, Tita, has it truly been 3 years? Well, perhaps I should play you a song to mark this joyous reunion of friends long apart.
I think we'll pass. Besides, I'm sure you don't have much time before the dinner.
I'm glad to see you're the same as ever.
It is a pleasure to see you again too, Your Majesty.
Wait, what?
I've heard rumors about the kind of person he is. They appear to have all been true. Dear Olivert, can't you see the new people are overwhelmed by your charms?
That's a nice way of putting
Please,
it.
have a seat, everyone.
Charms, that's a nice way of putting it. This brings me back. The last time we were together, Tito, was during the incident in Liberal. Ah, wait, no, it was the Phantasma, wasn't it? Yeah, that place was pretty rough to deal with. But I'm so happy to see you again. Hope you're doing well, Prince Olivert. And it warms my heart to see that you've grown into a delightful young lady. I'm certain it's been causing dear Agate no end of trouble. Well... In fact, I'm told you ran into him in Sutherland. I've heard all about your previous field exercises. Thank you for dealing with the requests on behalf of the government. The old Class 7 and Agate helped out a lot. The entire branch campus too, led by Kurt, Yuna, and Altina. Instructor. I heard that you joined Class 7, Kurt. It truly seems to be good fit for you. I never expected Cedric would have done such a thing. Ah, Princess. So you heard. Alright, you two are older siblings of that snobby prince guy. Yuna! That's a little too disrespectful, and this is me talking. Well, I certainly cannot argue that point, unfortunately. Let me say this, Reen. You, as well as Kurt, given what your family has been through, we sincerely apologize for his actions. Don't trouble yourself over it. My father, brother, and uncle have already accepted it. I am so lost. You don't have to worry about me either. If anything, I was just as surprised how much he grew in such a short time. When did he start being like that? Around summer last year, after he was unable to attend the festival due to illness. It was as though he changed into a completely different person. The shy, naive boy grew into a bit of a prick. He grew taller and stronger. Were that it would be perfectly fine, but he also grew much more forceful. Mother was worried about him too. We can only assume it was due to his influence of that man. It seems you've been trained well. Indeed, thank you. Who trained him? Of course. Recently, Cedric's begun to look up to him. Ah. He's the one they call the Blood and Iron Chancellor. He's the one who planned the whole annexation. To be fair, he was always admired by the way the Chancellor has done things to some extent. If the Chancellor played a part in helping Cedric recover and grow, then he has my thanks. I have no doubt Cedric will learn to control that forcefulness one day. Kurt, Reen, watch over for him, please. Watch over him for me, please. Of course. Mind if I introduce myself? I am Elish Swarzer, Reen's younger sister. Thank you for taking care of my brother. He's the one who takes care of us. Or, I don't really look up to him or anything like that, but I don't hate him either. My word, you're welcome. Though it's true that we are more than indebted to him. Same here. He helps me out with his lessons and Panzer Soldat related things. Is that so? Well, even so, my brother is still very new to being an instructor, so take care of him. Is that necessary? Enough playing around, you. After all, you're the one who looks up to Reen the most. Princess. In any event, I was surprised to hear you join Class 7, Altina. Yet somehow, I feel like it was meant to be. I'm surprised to hear you say that. I was under the impression my presence would bring an unpleasant memory given our history. Well, it's true I'm not pleased with you for having kidnapped myself and the princess, but I was told you've been helping my brother, so I wanted to thank you. And you were a double agent, so... Was that about kidnapping? I recall hearing you were a spy for the Noble Alliance, but yes, as part of my spy missions, I abducted Elise and the princess. That is also how I first met the instructor. Those sure were the days. It's strange indeed to think that after all that, you're a member of Class 7 now. However, it's all thanks to you I was able to be the damsel in distress and find myself carried away safely in Reen's arms. Princess. So that's how you know each other. Wow, I'm impressed with all the things that the class established has achieved. I don't even know where to start. But I see now, he definitely acts like a big brother. I guess she'd be about the same age as me. 17. My apologies. However, it's nearly time for the dinner party. You will need to prepare soon. Already? How time flies. Understood. Thank you. Well, I suppose it's time for us to part once more. Thank you for calling us over here to talk. I hope your inspection goes smoothly. One more thing. Regarding that girl with the mint-colored hair... Muse? Muse? Egret, I see. What about her? She's a classmate of mine. Oh, I see. Princess, yes. My apologies for bringing it up. For a moment, I thought I knew her, but it must have been my mistake. Farewell now. Thank you. Yeah, there's definitely more to that. Wonder what their connection is. Oliver is his nickname or something. Well, when he visited Liberia 4 years ago, he hid his identity and took a different name. To me, he's still the funny, smart, reliable bard Oliver. Is that so? So that means you must know my older brother as well? Oh, you mean Mr. Mueller? He and Oliver were pretty much best friends. I had no idea he was your brother. Well, half-brother. We have different mothers and frankly look nothing alike. I hadn't heard that before. Allie? What's wrong? I just started to feel a bit of regret for what I did to the princess and Instructor Reen's little sister. It was a mission, so I shouldn't feel bad, but I see. Altina. Seriously, you're growing up too, Allie. Elise and Princess are both so gorgeous I can't fall behind. I understand the feeling. Alright, we're done meeting the VIPs. Party's going to be on floor 30. We need to get back to... Oh my god. The party's going to start soon. Let's get back to floor 34. And something tells me that there is going to be an attack. There's gonna be an attack. And there's gonna be fighting. There's gonna be killing. Rufus. I didn't realize you were on this floor as well, Your Excellency. Oh, no need for that. Just call me Rufus. It's almost time for the guests to be set to the venue. But I'm glad I ran into you here, Reen. I'd like to talk with you about something. In private. I assure you it won't take much time. Very well. Sorry, guys. Can you head back without me? Well, sure, but... Understood.
There are some things we just can't talk about with the young ones here. Come to think of it, I suppose this is the first time we'll have spoken one-on-one like this.
Yes, that's true. So, am I speaking to the Governor General of Crossbell? Or am I speaking to the leader of the Ironbloods?
Ah, the Ironbloods. Gifted children found and taken in by His Excellency Lord Osborne. Mostly the latter, to answer your question. But you forget, I'm also a former member of the Thor's Board of Directors. At the same time, my younger brother is one of your classmates. I'm certain there is an abundance of topics we could discuss.
Is Osborne a commoner or a noble?
If you need to leave a message for Eustace, I'll make sure he gets it. We'll be meeting up before too long.
Ah, so you've already managed to meet with some of your other classmates. Not all of them, though, I suppose it must be difficult getting hold of Gaius and Instructor Valestein.
How much does he know?
I jest. Our time is short and better spent on topics besides my brother. What I wish to discuss is your rather fascinating lineage.
Okay, we've talked long enough. Let's go. I won't let anyone interfere. This is going to be our final battle.
The group's primary member, in fact. Though that secret was, until very recently, kept between myself and His Excellency the Chancellor.
Relentlessly, without looking back. As long as you do, I'm sure.
I'm taking over that phantasmal blaze plan of yours. And my first order of business will be sorting out the mess you left in Crossbell.
Why? Why are you still alive? Crow shot you! You're supposed to be dead!
I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Please, take good care of Crow for me.
But in the end, he couldn't avenge his grandfather. He did get revenge on you! Was everything he did? Was his whole life for nothing?
Just as you have your reasons that guide your actions, so too does His Excellency. And I believe you factor into those reasons more than you might think.
Reen, I pray you grow up strong and healthy. Oh, Adios, if you're listening, hear me now. Please allow this child. I'm glad to finally see you again, my son. You've grown into a fine young man. Indeed, the Empire will soon know of the Ashen Chevalier, the hero whose brave deeds allowed us to reclaim the capital.
Then, please tell me. As much as I wanted to ask while all that was happening a year and a half ago, I couldn't. What is the Black Workshop? And how were they able to create Millium and Altina? What is the phantasmal blaze plan that Chancellor Osborne took from the Society? And how did you become leader of the Ironbloods?
My lord, it's nearly time.
No time.
I shall be there shortly. I can answer some of your questions. Only His Excellency knows the truth about the Black Workshop. He entrusted the Black Rabbit to me personally. Second, I'm sure Claire, Lecter, and Millium don't know this, but it seems we're being tested. They want to see whether any of us, yourself included, can reach the core.
The core?
Of what?
In regards to me being the leader of the Ironbloods, 12 years ago, I manipulated my father into sending a Jaeger Corps called Arngarm to attack His Excellency.
Arngarm. That's the Corps V from the Imperial Liberation Front was the leader of. He said they were hired by some high-up noble to attack the Chancellor, but were completely wiped out.
I wanted to test him. I wished to see just how capable this commoner Chancellor was, and if he could figure out who did it. Then one day, when I was practicing falconry with your adoptive father, Baron Schwarzer, who should he introduce me to but His Excellency? He had known it was me the whole time.
Are you so bored you feel the need to play with fire? Do you tire of your empty days spent tied down by your family and title?
Yes, I apologize for the other day. But it seems you're aware it was me who sent you that little greeting. The 4 great houses have no future. From here on, I shall consider you my true father, and one day surpass you.
Ha ha! Ironbloods, is it? They say children should surpass their fathers. I eagerly look forward to that day.
What's your angle in this?
And so, that is how I became the first Ironblood.
For despising nobility? A noble that despises other nobles. Interesting. Good God, there's so many angles at play here. What is his angle? They got their own little dinner party going on. Complete with wine. You know they're students, right? It's so tasty. I sure didn't expect the same food as the rest of the party. Sure was nice of them. Well, you are their security, so... If only I could find some way to get closer to the princess. Hi! She's quite the looker. The black-haired one's more a little cute herself. Pablo, detention for a year. Looks like all of them. They sure seem to be having a good time. Students don't need to be given much extravagant food. Well, we couldn't say no to the Governor General Rufus's generosity. It's nice of him to invite you too, Randy. I'm not allowed to leave the tower, though. But still, it's good to have you with us. Rufus. He's responsible for that. He's not the type to mess with people. I'm not sure everything he said is true. Hiring V's Jaeger Corps 12 years ago and becoming head of the Ironbloods. Then the connection between him and the Blood and Iron Chancellor was my father, Baron Schwarzer. So father knew Chancellor Osborne even back then. Does that mean he found me in that blizzard? What's wrong? You don't look well. I was just thinking. I don't blame you. From the sound of it, some pretty heavy stories came out during your special ops missions earlier. Just make sure you eat something. You can't go to war on an empty stomach or something like that. Oh my god, dog! What are you barking at? Oh, Muse, there's something I wanted to ask you. Have you met the princess before? Why do you ask? Well, she mentioned you look like someone she knew. I was just wondering. I may have run into her at a dinner party in the capital once or twice. But I hear you're very well acquainted with Prince Oliver yourself, Tita. I believe I've heard your future with that red-headed bracer was blessed by one other... Oh my god. What? Really? Why, would Prince Oliver... That guy performed? I don't remember. Why do you know so much, Muse? Eunice still gloomy. I thought she had brightened up a bit, but after talking to His Highness, I'm sure she still has many concerns between the railway cannons and the Governor General. Is that so? Man, what is your guys' problems? You all look like crap. Well, hello to you too, Ash. What do you want? You just look like you've been wandering around the whole time. Yeah, I was looking for ways to get out of this tower. They don't got any booze here for us, so I was thinking of going and hitting up the nightlife. Maybe find some babes to enjoy it with. You want to join me? Haven't you been scolded for that exact thing before? And what about that are we supposed to... And what about that was supposed to make us want to come? Seems like the students are having a good time. They need to be more aware of their surroundings. Agreed. They are in the midst of a mission that is finished only when you return to camp. By the way, the inspection team will be on standby after this until it's time for them to move again. Is our camp going to be okay? I thought you were supposed to be there. There's no need to worry about that. The RP troops stationed there are on the best of the best, and haven't been spotted any movement from the Society. Well, aren't you on top of things? Anyway, what happened with Major Claire and Lecter? They're currently on a mission outside the tower. Don't worry about them. You're free to do whatever you wish for now, but you must remain on floor 34. If you are called for, you must return immediately. Break. So we get the runaround. There isn't a whole lot of time, but I guess I'll take a look around the floor. I need to make a cut real quick, and I will be right back. Okay. Sorry for that brief cut. Is there even anyone I can talk to? Okay, there is just a story event. Seriously, have you not listened to a word I said? All members of the media need to go on standby in their room until given the go-ahead. Well, it's not like I was trying to sneak up on the inspection team or anything. I wanted to see if I could get a little interview with the members of the security team, or maybe the branch campus. Oh hey, you're from the RMP. Aren't you the Chief Instructor Irving? I think you could tell us about... That's quite enough! Vivi, what are you doing? Oh hey, Reen. Haven't seen you since St. Arc. You know her? I take it that means she's one of your schoolmates from the main campus. Yep, I'm Vivi with the Imperial Chronicle. I graduated just last spring alongside Reen. Fine, Schwarzer, I leave her to you. Tell your friend to follow the rules. He'd be handsome if he wasn't such a hard-ass. Well, I don't disagree, but more importantly, I didn't know you were in Crossbell. Though I guess this is the perfect event for a reporter. I pulled some strings in order to get put on this story. I also wanted to come and see Lynn since it's been a while. Well, you still need to follow the rules. Worst case scenario, you might get kicked out. Yeah, I guess. I was just hoping I'd run into a member of the inspection team or one of the VIPs. Speaker McDowell's absent, so I couldn't just get a hold of his granddaughter. Ah, so that's where you went. Crap. And you are... Wait, you're the Ashen Chevalier. I knew Vivi knew you, but... Told ya. Pardon me. I'm Rains from the Crossbell Times. I came here with Vivi before our partnership with the Imperial Chronicle. I see. Well, I hope she's not causing too much trouble. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Vivi, you're supposed to be working together with me. Don't run off like that. I mean, it'd be bad if you were barged in somewhere you shouldn't and got kicked out. Fine, just go sit quietly until the interviews. Bye for now, Reen. Keep sending me those landscape shots, but let me know if you find any juicy info you can share with me. Got it. Does this mean I can send her news stories too? Just as I thought. Lovely to see you again. Someone's talking in the stairwell. Maybe I should check it out.
I can't believe you enrolled at the branch campus.
So Alpha... Oh. So it seems Alpha and Muse do know each other.
I had no clue. I had assumed you transferred to a girls' school in Ordis.
Oh, she went to
Well,
school
to be
with
fair,
them.
I did dodge the topic in my letters.
That
But
explains
just
it.
for fun, I also left you a little hint here and there.
You're the same as ever. So you had all our letters to Ordis forwarded to Leaves?
Doesn't it sound like something right out of a spy novel? I did it partly so the two of you wouldn't worry. Of course, I also just wanted to surprise you.
We were worried about you anyway, though. But I'm glad to see you're okay. Your replies took longer, so I thought something may have happened to you. I wasn't able to help you at all. Neither was I. I wish there was something I could have done.
Oh, you two. Your concern is more than enough. I couldn't keep going to St. Estrella either way. Though I will say, I miss having girl talk with the princess. And hearing your tales of brotherly love, Elise.
Aww. You really haven't changed, have you? So you go by Muse at Thor's? It seems like they throw you into actual combat a lot. Are you going to be okay?
Yes. This is the path I've chosen for myself.
So Muse isn't her real name.
Besides, if something were to happen, I'm sure your gallant brother would protect me.
Huh?
Huh?
Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop.
Reen?
Sorry, Your Highness.
Trying to listen in on a maiden's secrets, are we?
Not even a little.
Sheesh. I guess all that explains the way you've been acting towards me this whole time.
Don't worry, Reen. It's not your fault. Yes, she's always been like this.
So you were enrolled at St. Estrella? Yep, up until last year. I was a year below these two, but they've always looked after me. It might be more accurate to say she always teased me. Well, how could I resist when you're this cute? I must agree. St. Estrella's, I guess it makes sense for a noble girl to go there. But why did she leave? Why come to the branch campus? Your Highness, Lady Elise, it's time. We'll be right back. We need to move to the guest house in the city. I've heard about that. I'm sure you'll have a lot on your plate starting tomorrow, so be sure to get some rest. You too, Elise. You do the same, Reen. Miller, Muse. Please be careful and remember what happened in Sutherland. Got it. Ah! Really now, Melody? I think her name is Mildred. Good night, Prince Elise, Princess. I think I'll borrow him for a bit. I can't say whether I'll give him back, though. I'll give you a call tomorrow. You're going a little far with your jokes. What if I told you I wasn't joking? I'm jealous. I can almost understand Cedric's feelings. I wonder how serious she really is. She's not the type to show her true colors, but considering her position, she must have some kind of motive. She's a good girl too, but sometimes I think she's a bit too smart for her own good. So her name is Mildred? I can certainly see why she goes by Muse if she's trying to hide her identity. Muse sounds like a nicer name is what I'm trying to say. So you were enrolled in St. Estria's. I had my suspicions, but wasn't quite sure. All Elise would ever talk about was her dear older brother, Reen. I heard my fair share about you from the princess as well. Between the two of them, I just couldn't help but fall in love. Well, from the sound of it, you were pretty close with my sister. I want to thank you on their behalf. Oh no, there's no need to thank me. Those two treated me very well, with no regard for our different social positions. Leaving them behind was my only regret. I count family in Ordis. They must have been under some pressure at the time. Pressure from Chancellor Osborne's imperial government. Hey, please don't make that face. I still have an attachment to my old school, but I made friends with Yuna and the others here. More importantly, I've met my man of destiny here. You need to stop joking about that. What's all this? Ash. Why, hello there. Now, Instructor Schwarzer. Didn't think you were the type. Getting real close with the student body, huh? This is not what it looks like. You're misunderstanding. Our relationship is strictly platonic. For now, I'm ready to give him all of at any time. You really are taking this too far. I'll focus my power and... Huh? The hell was that? Instructor, what are you doing? Oh, Muse and Ash are here. Was something happening? No, we met up by chance. Did you guys need something? Yes, it's almost time. We need to see the inspection team off. Reen? What's wrong? There's no mistaking it. It's the same sensation I felt during the Civil War. What's this chill in the air? He senses it too.
What?
An explosion!
The hell's going on?
Something happened on the roof.
What's going on?
Something happened on the roof.
Footage from the rooftop cameras.
What is that?
Is that the landing ship from earlier today? Huh? Who are those guys?
McBurn.
Number 1, the Almighty Conflagration.
Wait, is that...
One of Ouroboros' enforcers.
Toa! Randy! Check on the students and the inspection team! Major Michael, can you get in touch with the security forces? Got it!
The elevator's out of commission. Use the emergency stairs.
Understood!
Instructor!
Classes 7, 8, and 9, form up. Grab all your gear. We're heading to floor 36, the VIP floor.
Do not break the chain of command. This is the branch campus. Security room, do you copy?
Oh, wait, you guys!
There they go, breaking chain of command.
Don't worry, I'll go bring him back.
I'll go too. We'll return with them as soon as we can.
So I get to play with these two now.
Just what are you up to?
I just want to see how things play out for myself.
Muse? But why is she...
Damn it! What the heck are they doing?
Breaking chain of command.
Leave them to Schwarzer. We need to secure the guests.
I'm gonna appreciate the backup, but detention for life.
Is this a reaction to those black flames? If I'm not careful, my power might break loose.
Master Reen!
Sharon.
Sharon!
I shall be joining you. I've received permission from the chairman.
That'll be a big help. It seems there are 2 of them. The Almighty Conflagration and...
Yes, another enforcer. An extremely tricky one at that. Master Reen, we strike!
Yeah, let's go!
Sounds like a battle up there.
Could they have already gotten inside?
Patrol our chiasms!
At a time like this?
Hey, don't start the party without me!
There's Ash.
You
And
two?
Muse.
Ash, I get. But why are you here, Muse?
Can't let you guys steal the show every time.
I just thought it might be fun to come help you out.
We can talk later. Right now, we need to defeat these things.
Okay, I want
Fine,
to try out
whatever.
the new guys.
Just
Who do you think you're talking to?
now, let's show them a thing or two.